Hey guys, happy Tech Tip Tuesday. I have a really good tip for you guys today, and I came up with the idea to create this video tutorial because Michelle Rice called me last week and asked me how she can take a table from one of the Engage New York PDF curriculum pieces and get it into a flip chart. So that's what I want to show you how to do today. So it doesn't have to be a table from an Engage New York lesson, but that's where I see it working the best, and that's where I see you guys needing this tool the most. So I'll show you what I mean. I have up a 3rd grade Common Core lesson, and here's one of the worksheets that you would normally print and give to students to complete at their desks. And I know that some of you are already displaying these PDFs. You're probably just projecting it. You might even be using Desktop Annotate with it. And the issue that I always have, and I think everyone has with Desktop Annotate, is it's great to let you just write on top of a PDF, but you can't ever save anything that you write on top of it. And when you scroll, the text stays in the same spot, but what's behind it doesn't. So you always have to constantly erase the text and then scroll. So this kind of gets rid of that problem. This puts what you want actually in your flip chart, and you can save it in there. You can save what you write on top of it. You can stretch it out. You can do whatever you want to it. So it just makes it a little bit more customizable. So I definitely recommend this over using Desktop Annotate. So here's what you're going to do. So with your module up and the part of it that you want to copy, so in this case we're just taking a snapshot of this table. I have my module up, and I also want my Promethean Flipchart up. And you'll want to be on the page that you want to put your material. So in this case, let's pretend that I want that table that we just looked at on this Flipchart page right here. So what you do is you go up here to Desktop Tools, and when you click on that, it makes your flip chart kind of disappear. You might have done this on accident before and called me and freaked out. So you have your desktop tools and your flip chart looks like it's gone. So it's temporarily gone. Don't worry, we can get it back. So you hover over this little desktop tool guy, and then you're going to select the camera, and then you want this icon. So this is the area snapshot one. So these other ones, if you hover over them, they're different options of how you, like what shape of the snapshot you want. But most of the time you're going to want an area snapshot. It's just a rectangular one. So you select that, and this kind of like lit up box appears, and another little option box. So I'm going to move the option box over. And the lit up box is where you're going to put everything that you want to take a snapshot of. So the snapshot will only be the items that are within this like lit up box. So I want to get it as close to the edges as I can get, because I don't want any like random white space. So I have my question in there, and I have my table, which is exactly what I need. And now I'm just going to choose current page. So if you weren't on the page that you want your snapshot on, you could choose clipboard, and it would be the equivalent of like copying a picture, and then when you get to the page that you want it on, you can just right click and paste it. But in my case, I'm already on the right page, so I'm going to keep it simple and choose current page. And then the lit up box in that little option box we saw disappears, and we're left with just this guy again. So, and it makes a little camera sound. I don't think you can hear it through the video, but when you hit current page, it makes a camera sound to let you know it took that picture. So now we need to get back to our flip chart. So to do that, you point at your hammer and wrench again, and you select Return to Flip Charts. And voila! Your table is now on your flip chart. You can move it around. If you click on it, you get your marquee handles, and you can stretch it out. You can't edit the text because it's a picture. But in most cases, you probably just want to write on top of it or have the students come up to the board and write on top of it. So I always suggest just locking it in place so that students can't move it around on accident. So I'll click on it and then right click and select locked. And now it can't move. So that's how you take a snapshot of something like a PDF and put it into a Promethean Flipchart. So in terms of the Engage New York lessons, this is just like the blank table, but I got thinking it might be even more beneficial to do the same thing for the key. So on the next page, I've already done it. I followed those same exact steps to take a snapshot of the actual table with the answers in it. So it's just on the next page in that same PDF file. So I have that table in here with the answers. I've already locked it in place so I can't move it. And then what you can do to make it interactive is you can choose your pen tool and then choose white as your pen color. I'm going to make it a little bit fatter. And you can cover up the answers with ink. And I know I've shown you this in other contexts before, because it's such a great way to get students up at the board interacting without spending a ton of time programming something. And I swear to God, they just think that it's like magic, even high school students. So you can just cover up the answers. And I'm not going to go through and cover this all up right now, but just pretend that it's all covered up. You can have students answer the questions at their desk, or you guys can just discuss the answers, and then students can take turns coming up choosing the eraser tool. And the eraser tool erases ink, but not pictures, so it will erase the ink and reveal what's hidden underneath. So they can easily reveal the answer. So that's just if you want to take it a step further. I think it would be a great way to make these Engage New York lessons more interactive. So feel free to use it as you'd like. And if you have any questions or need any help as a follow-up, you know where to find me.